Hey everyone! So what are we doing today?
Semi-DIY.
Semi-DIY, and the theme today is
National Ice Cream Day.
National Ice Cream Day and
Pie.
Sunday.
Oh yeah.
So we're doing a variation on a theme, and we are going to make ice cream pies, right?
Yeah.
And a good reason to do this is, well, today's ice cream day, and also because during the summer it gets really hot in your kitchen when you bake. So these are no bakes, right? And I think that the one, well, I don't know, maybe both, depending on the cakes, will remind you of even ice cream cakes.
Yeah.
So what kind are you making?
I'm making fruity.
You're making a fruity version, and Savannah, you're making
Chocolatey.
Chocolaty version. Okay, so let's take a look at the ingredients. We'll start with fruity, which is Scarlett. So what do we need here?
Golden Oreos.
Okay, so we have golden Oreos, and what are we doing with those?
That's going to be the pie crust.
That's going to be the pie crust. So you're going to smash those up and form it into the pie pan.
Yes.
Now we did talk about, because Oreos come in so many different flavors, you can again do variations on the theme. I actually kind of wanted to do the lemon Oreos, and you thought it might be a little too tart.
Yeah.
But I could see using the lemon ones, and maybe using
Lemon sorbet.
a lime sherbet or something like that. So what are you pairing with the golden Oreos?
Peach ice cream.
Ooh, peach ice cream.
And
then what do we have these here? Fruity Pebbles. Now what are we gonna do with the ice cream?
It's going to be the pie filling.
Okay, so you actually whip that up with a hand mixer, right? And then pour it in. Now you could add fruit if you wanted.
It already has fruit in it.
It does, but you can add more if you want. And then the topping is the Fruity Pebbles. I thought that that would give it a good mouthfeel and also look cute. I kind of wanted to do edible flowers on the top, but they didn't have any the day that we went. So that's when I started looking, and I said, oh, Fruity Pebbles would actually be tasty. And then you do also have the Ready Whip. So depending on how you put the topping on and what we want to make it look like, sometimes you can use Ready Whip to make it look cute. And we'll probably use some little toppers, because we always like to put cute little toppers. And then to really make it look cute, the way you plate it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, do we want to use... Follow us on Instagram.
And add us on Snapchat.
And Snapchat, because we are snapping this too with some fun filters.
All of the links are below.
Okay. Alright. So now, I'm assuming, Savannah, your process is the same with the whipping of the ice cream. So what is your pie crust?
Oreo.
Oreos. So this is the semi-DIY, because we're not actually making pie crusts.
Yeah.
And also... You are, but not.
But not everything.
Yeah, it's no bake.
You need an Oreo pie crust.
An Oreo pie crust. And we're also, the filling is already made. We're just kind of whipping it. So that's the semi-DIY. Vanilla ice cream.
Oreo thins or mini Oreos.
Okay, we wanted the mini Oreos, and they were out everywhere. And we also have the hot fudge. So what we're going to do...
Don't use the syrup, because the fudge is thicker.
Right, and you're using that as a layer, so you don't want the syrup. So the vanilla ice cream will get whipped.
Yeah.
You're going to first put in the hot fudge layer with some crushed Oreo, and then the whipped ice cream, then another layer of hot fudge, and then the toppings, and then of course the Ready Whip. Yeah, and then probably some toppers. The mini Oreos look really cute. You can make flower patterns and things like that. So kind of use your imagination, because we don't have the mini Oreos today. And again, variations on a theme. You could use the different flavors of Oreos if you wanted to do maybe a strawberry ice cream and then use the strawberry, what do they have, chocolate covered strawberry last Valentine's Day, stuff like that. So you can play around with it with cherry ice cream then, and use, so you can play around with different toppings.
Blueberry pie Oreos.
Blueberry pie. We just did the red, white, and blue, the fireworks. So you can really play around with the flavors. Fruities, chocolatey, and also the mouthfeel, like with the cereals and stuff like that. We even talked about using fruity Fruit Loops, right? But then we thought these would have a better mouthfeel for this. So you can use your imagination. All right, well, let's get started. Okay, so we have your pie crust, and we are going to go and whip your ice cream. Okay, so you're scooping the ice cream into the mixing bowl, and it's kind of hard. Yeah, do you need help there?
No.
If I can. You got it?
I think so.
Oh, watch it doesn't flip out. You know, sometimes you know what, you can put the, oh, there, you got it. Get it all in there. Oh, you can just turn that over, yep. That's a good idea. You getting it in? Is it empty? Almost. Pretty empty. Alright, so put that in and then we'll mix it up. Okay, so you want to get that down. Keep it down low so it doesn't okay, get it into the ice cream. Uh-oh. Get it. Whip it together. Maybe turn it down if it seems too hard. Keep it as low as it does. Okay, put it maybe on one. And get it down low. Yeah, keep it on low if you're having trouble. Oh, you gotta hold it full. Keep it on low if you're having trouble controlling it. Put it up there. You look like you're not real sure. You having issues? A little bit? Okay, let's finish that up. Okay, so once you mix it, what do we want it to look like?
Smooth.
Smooth. So all smooth. Oh, keep it still so we can see that for 1 minute. So we want it to be smooth so we can scoop it right into the pie crust. All right, so we are putting the hot fudge, not syrup, right? Made it be thick. But you have to be very careful. I'm going to show you something. As we were putting the fudge in, the crust broke. These crusts are very fragile. Not the end of the world because we're going to chill them in the freezer. But we patched it with another Oreo. An Oreo. We don't want to make it look ugly, but we're just trying to fix it up. So be very careful when you are putting and spreading the fudge. Alright, so let's spread that around. Okay, so we had a bit of a tragedy with our hot fudge. Was a little thick, so we called in reinforcements. And what do? We twirled the thin Oreos right here, Oreo thin, and reinforced our crust. And we have a little bit in this area, so you can see the crust started breaking up. The hot fudge was so thick, it was pulling on that fragile crust, right? So we did this. All right, and we'll make it look pretty. It'll still taste very good, right? Okay, so we're gonna put the ice cream in. Okay, so we put the hot fudge layer on, and now we need to make our layer of crushed cookies before the ice cream, right? Yeah. So what are we gonna do? Now you can really pound these, right? But you're a little more gentle than some. Well, at least with this. And so I think you might need to pound them. Go ahead and pound them. Okay, and you crush that out over the hot fudge. Okay, so now what are you doing with the crushed cookies?
Putting them in.
Putting the layer in. Okay, so you kind of go ahead and dump that in. All right, that looks good. And then you, yeah, you can smooth them out. You don't want it going everywhere. You want to use the spoon. Just gently. We're really filling up this pie crust, so I hope we have enough room for our ice cream. Yay! Okay, that looks good. That was a good base. The hot fudge, the crushed cookies. All right. Okay, so you have the ice cream poured in there, and now you're just kind of filling it down in there, right? We'll smooth it out. You getting it? You need help?
I don't know.
Can help smooth it out. Okay, now for, what are we doing?
Putting these on.
Finishing touches. Okay, go ahead and put them on. So we kind of have a little pattern going and a little bit of whipped cream. Okay, so we're gonna do the finishing whipped cream and then pop it in the freezer to get it a little bit more solid again, and then serve. Okay, let's finish up with the whipped cream in between the cookies. All right. Whoop, a whole lot there. Okay. All right. And you can even sprinkle some chocolate sprinkles on top, which we're not doing, but we will put this in the freezer, freeze it up, and taste it.
Yep.
You excited?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so you are starting the fruit tea, right?
Yes.
And you have to make your own crust. So you're crushing the golden Oreos. And they have the cream in them, and that'll help make it kind of stick together as you form it into the pie pan, right?
Yeah.
All right, and the chocolatey one is in the freezer right now, chilling, and we'll do a taste test of both after. Whoa. Making your own music. How does that look? Pretty crushed?
Yeah.
All right. You want to go ahead and pour that into the pie pan and see what we end up with there. See how that is. Let's put this closer to you. Okay, so you pounded the cookies into the crust. It's a little sticky because of the cream.
Yeah.
And we lined it. Let's see, you just undo the cookies. And every other one has the cream. You face them down like that. And so whenever you whip the ice cream, it will be liquidy and it will flow down into there, and then we put it in the freezer, it'll freeze together. So the crust will work. That's what it looks like. Now with this one, we're not putting hot fudge.
No.
We're going right to the ice cream. So let's whip that up, and that is the peach. All right. Okay, so now it's time to whip the ice cream. So you can just probably just plop that in, the whole thing. All right, you can get the spoon and scoop out whatever's left. Looks good. This is the fruity version. All right, so go ahead. Now you want to get the mixer right down in the middle there and keep it down and do it on low until you see how comfortable you are. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so go ahead and put that right in. Whip that up. Real good. so it's nice and smooth. Okay, so you whipped up the ice cream and it's very smooth.
Yeah.
With the peaches in there. Let's go ahead and you can kind of like pour it into there. Because you have to remember your pie crust is very fragile and not stable. So if you dump it in, we can like smooth it around. If you don't want to smooth it yet, just dump it in. And turn the whole bowl upside down and then dump it in. This is the vanilla peach on top of the golden Oreos. Doesn't that smell good, right?
Yeah.
It's so fruity. All right, and let's go ahead and start smoothing it. If you put it on like this and you just let the spoon kind of drop and slowly just move it around a little bit, okay, you'll get it. Okay, you want to kind of keep your crust, you know, like go over. You want to go over the sides enough that the ice cream will kind of melt into those crevices, and then when you freeze it, they'll freeze together, and that's what'll keep it together. Such a nice summery treat, right?
Yeah.
And no bake, so you're not going to be like so hot. Yes. You can kind of do like a little twirl, just to kind of, if you want to do your flour topping. Okay, so now it's topping time. Yeah. Right? And you look like you're very serious. And we're using Fruity Pebbles and cookie in the middle. So you're just going to sprinkle the Fruity Pebbles around the top, and that will make for a nice mouthfeel. Yeah. And also pretty. Yeah. Whoops. All right. So it'll be pretty, but also tasty. You want to get it all around. Okay, so you got the Fruity Pebbles all on top. Yep. And this is what it looks like. And then we have to freeze it. So maybe we should put those in after we freeze. Okay. What do you think? Yeah. Yep. All right, so now we're gonna freeze it. And now for the finishing touch. Put the toppers on. You got a lot of black and white going on here. Your dress is black and white. Oh, yeah. Isn't that funny? Yeah. You didn't even plan that. No. And then you put a little fun. You want to turn that around so we can, there we go. All right, so you got the fun. All right, and this one is the original Oreo flavor with the hot fudge and cookie layer. This is peach and vanilla ice cream with Fruity Pebbles. And golden Oreos. And golden Oreos, right. And then it'll be taste time. So you'll both taste your own and each other's, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now it's taste time. And cut them up and plate them. Okay, so this is, here, hold them up so we can see them. So we were plating them on really colorful plates, but these are not as frozen as they should be. Yeah, so we put them in bowls. I'm gonna taste them. Okay, the moment of truth. The taste test. This is the fruity version. How do the Fruity Pebbles feel? Good mouthfeel? Good fruity taste? Yeah. Awesome. I'll have to taste that later. Yeah. All right. So this was a little more, it needed to be frozen a little bit longer, but tasty, right? Mm-hmm. All right, and you can plate them on something really cute like this, you know, floral with the little flags. Makes it cute. All right, now we're gonna try the other one. Okay, now we're tasting the original Oreo flavor. Let's see how we plated that. We wanted to plate it on like little white plates with clear. But it melted. And it melted. Well, we didn't freeze it enough. So it's in these little glass bowls with the little Oreo and the, so hold those up. Let me see. The umbrella up. Oh, well, let's put it back in so we can see what it looks like. See how cute it looks. Cute. Yeah, and take your fork out.
It actually looks like a little island.
It does. Here, hold them up
It
together. Okay. There's a little island. Okay, let me see you two hold them up together. Okay, now you can taste it. Moment of truth. Yes. And this has the original Oreo, the hot fudge layer, the crushed cookie layer, the whipped cream, the extra thin cookies. Now, does that taste like ice cream cakes that you've had? Mm-hmm. With the hot fudge and the cookie layer?
Yeah.
All right. So, happy
National Ice Cream
National
Day.
Ice Cream Day and Sunday.
Yeah.
And ice cream pie. All right. And come back the next time for the next Semi DIY.
All of ice cream, you scream, ice cream, you scream. I want ice cream right now. Ice cream, you scream, ice cream, you scream. I want ice cream.
A fresh approach to lifestyle.